Some of you may have seen my video about my CD recommendations, and I pulled out the Wayback Machine and had a look at first band I ever played in. And I mentioned right here, it's hard to see it, that guitar right in the middle of the screen behind the guy in the blue jeans and the dark hair. That was my old Peavey T-60. And I really regretted when I saw this photograph that I ever sold the thing. But now all this time later, like 30 years later, I corrected that mistake. And here we go. Nice shape PVT 60. Volume and tone knobs are not original. Probably replace those later. And this mystery switch was never on my original guitar that I had, but this phase switch was here, where this could have been the phase switch replaced. It's hard to remember. This has got 1, 2, 3 settings. So that's going to be a pickup selector is what that is. Probably neck, both, and bridge. And this is not the original phase switch. The electronics on this guitar were really interesting in that when you changed settings on, I believe it was the volume, not the tone, you could switch your humbuckers to single coil, which is really nice. This was the first guitar to ever be made on a CNC machine. It is very heavy. This guitar is over 9 pounds. You're looking at the fret. Frets all look to be in good shape. Got a lot of life left in them. A little bit of dings and marking on the fretboard itself, but nothing too bad. Now let's take a look at the headstock. And there's your Peavey headstock. The neck, a lot of people complain that the neck is just too thin and their hands cramped up, but I loved the neck when I was playing this thing. And I never had any problems. I like the profile a great deal. Let's take a look at the other side. So we do have the typical belt buckle rash, so to speak, but nothing that bad, really. The wood is in good shape. I believe, I'll have to research later and add it to the notes of the description, but these guys were made with a really heavy, hard wood. Later on, probably ash, I think it was. Later on, they switched to alder, which is much lighter. The neck is in great shape overall. Got a little ding there, but nothing too bad. And the headstock in the back looks good too. These are the type tuners that I remember. And here is a serial number, which I will look up later so I can find out the exact year. But anyway, I am quite happy to have this back. Seeing as I am not in a band or touring or anything like that, the weight of this thing is not going to be cutting into my shoulders. It will be sitting on my lap while I do my recording in my studio. Sweet guitar. I may add in the description a little bit of history. Okay, that's it for now. Old guy reuniting with an old guitar from the 70s.